everyone, and welcome to Make Our World Your Runway. This show is about pageantry, modeling, fashion, entertainment, and even the business industry. Now, when you go to the circus, they always say, ladies and gentlemen, and children of all ages. Well, if you don't have a seat today, you better sit down because you are going to be flawed. My next guest may be young, but don't let her fool you. She is an accomplished young lady. At her age, she's an entrepreneur, an inventor, a humanitarian. She's a class president. She's CEO of her own of Blue Industries LLC. She's the reigning Teen International World United States and was just recently named Teen Supermodel of the Year by Supermodels Unlimited magazine. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Landyn to the stage.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, Landyn, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. Oh my God. Last night when my husband and I were reading your bio, just as I said, if someone doesn't have a chair, you better get it and hold on. He even said to me, "Are you kidding?" I said, "No, I'm not kidding." I said, "All of this is for real." Because we actually put you up on our website last night. So you were now featured on the Miss International World website. But you have so many accomplishments. I don't even know where to begin. At 14 years old, to be a CEO, and one of the things I want to start with, you invented a product to help curb COVID. What is that product? Tell our viewers what that is and how you came about to develop it.
So I have a twin brother. His name is Nico. And he has something called CBLS, and it's a genetic disorder. And so when COVID first hit, he's a boy, so he's very dirty. And when COVID hit, he didn't know how to take care of himself. So I wanted to create a fun way to make him want to stay safe and stay healthy. So my first idea was, I think it was around Halloween, maybe after Halloween, and we had those like red hot candies. And I saw like once you hold them in your hands for a little bit, they dye your hands red. So I put them in soap. And when he's washing his hands after like 20 seconds, 20, 30 seconds, it would change red. It would change color. And he found that very interesting. So I wanted to make that a whole invention. So, my mom, she did not think I could do it. But, I tried my hardest and it happened. So, and
Yeah, that's absolutely amazing. And also, I did read in your bio that you were accepted into MIT's Entrepreneurship program. I worked with MIT many, many years ago when I was a company that I worked for that made products for NASA. And usually you've got to be like in your 20s. That's a program. How did you get into it at this age? That's unbelievable.
Well, I sent in what I wanted to do, and they came back and they let me do it at such a young age, and I just had a blast taking that course. So I took an entrepreneur course of MIT, and here I am now. So, and
Yeah,
that's
it's amazing. And I believe that your product is also patent pending.
yes, it is. Yep.
Oh my God. Is there anything else that you're going to accomplish? At 14, most people don't accomplish this until they get sometimes in their 40s, their 50s. But you have really, it's unbelievable what you've done. This is absolutely amazing. You are a great role model, not only for teens out there, but even for people my age. If you know what I said when I was reading your bio, I said, if she could do it, I could still do it. It's been absolutely amazing. And you're also the founder of a nonprofit program called Kidsafe. So I'd like you to tell our viewers about that as well, too.
So basically, it's a curriculum. It's so it's free and it teaches kids all the way from staying safe with stranger danger to COVID. and it's going to be
Wow.
free downloadable to schools and anywhere. And basically, they can download it and then they can teach it, and it will help hopefully many kids.
Wow, that's great. And then I understand that I know you don't have much free time, but in your free time, you like to saddle up on your horse and play volleyball. Am I correct on that?
Yep, I do horseback riding. I've been horseback riding for maybe 6 years now, I want to say. And then also for volleyball, this is my first time playing club. It's so much fun. I play outside hitter and middle blocker. So
Oh, that's great. I don't even know how you find the time to do all of this. You can actually multitask, which is absolutely fantastic because a lot of people really don't know how to multitask. But you've done that, and you also model as well. How do you feel about being Teen Supermodel of the Year by Supermodels Magazine?
oh my gosh, that was absolutely crazy. I was so excited. I was like, how did I do that? But I'm so proud of myself. I'm so happy that I won that. And
Yeah, and then your mom is a great coach as well too. So you've got your mom behind you 100%. And now you're going to be going to New York, okay? And you're going to be doing like a top model search there. Tell us about that and what it's all about and how you feel about doing that as well.
well, thanks to your help getting this title right here, I've been introduced to first teen model of the year, and now I'm competing for world's top model. Right now, I'm representing Greece's top model, and I'm going to compete in New York in February. It's crazy.
Yeah,
And
it sounds like it's going to be very interesting. Okay.
yeah,
And what are your goals going forward? Like, what would you say to a lot of teens that want to get involved in pageantry and want to get involved in modeling? What would you tell them? What advice would you actually give to young women trying to get into this industry?
well, I'm a teen. I'm pretty young for my age to be doing all this stuff. And I feel like it's really about who you are on the inside more than the outside. So it's just being confident in yourself. And I think that's what will take you far. And in this, especially in pageantry and modeling.
Exactly. That will. You got to have a lot of confidence in this. I know when I started out, and I started out in pageantry, in the beginning, I didn't have much confidence, but as I kept doing it, and as time went on, that's where I gained my confidence. But you do a lot of charity work. From what I understand, I believe you've worked with the Shriners organization.
I have. Um, that's been around for a very long time. I think 10 years. This is our 10th year doing it. So it's
Wow.
a camp. And so how it started was my mom, she was in pageants and she was doing appearances. And one day she was doing an appearance at Shriners Children's Hospital. And so she was going around all the patients saying hi. And so at the time, I think it was 4, I'm pretty sure. And she would bring me everywhere. So I went to everything. It was so fun. And basically, one day when we were at Shriners, I was with a patient with my mom, and she said that how pretty my mom was. I was like,
Yes.
yeah. And I'm like, and she didn't think she was beautiful. And I was like, well, she's gorgeous. And I didn't really understand that. So I asked my mom, and I'm like, why doesn't she think she's beautiful? And my mom that day, we talked to, I think her name was Jamie, and she was like one of the people at Shriners. And she said to my mom, she's like a week later, and she's like, Kelly, I have a camp that I want to, and we have a room at Shriners. And like that was crazy. That's the start of beauty camp, and that's how it was created. And it's just been a blast ever since.
Yeah, I was wondering how that created. I read a little bit about it, and we did that. I hate pity. That was amazing. I was, when some of those girls told me why they were there. I mean, some of their parents abandoned them, or they just couldn't afford them. I mean, it really did. It really got to me. And you're doing. I mean, the charity work that you do is unbelievable. And the fact that you started with Shriners, which is great. That happens to be one of my favorite organizations. I watch that infomercial every time it's on. Okay, about Shriners. So that is absolutely amazing. But you competed for us this past August, and now you're going to come back in July and go for the title of Teen International World. So, what was it like competing back in August? What do you think? If you could, if you had to, let's say, go back and look at that, what would what were the highlights? What would you do different? And what are you going to do competing now in July?
Well, from what I've seen with the Miss International World family, it is a family. It's not. It doesn't feel like a group of pageant girls.
Right.
It's like you provided me so many opportunities, which I'm so grateful for. And it was just a blast. All the girls, they're fun, they're sweet, they're great, and it was just a blast. And we support each other to do all these great things, and I think that's what it's really all about. So
It is. And you're going to be going now for, again, for the title of Teen International World. What do you think you'll do different to either to get you closer to that title or make you win that title?
just being myself,
There you go.
that's
Exactly. Be yourself. And I tell that to a lot of girls in pageantry. And when I used to coach in the entertainment industry, I always used to tell that to people. Be yourself. If you go out there and try to be something different, it doesn't work. That's not the formula. Okay? You go out and you be yourself because the judges can actually see that. They can see when someone is trying to really put it on as opposed to being their self. So you gave the correct answer on that, okay? And you are beautiful, you are smart, and I think you have everything going for you. So I think you stand a fabulous chance. I mean, there's always a lot of competition. The other thing I can tell you, know who your competition is, but don't look at them. That's a mistake I made one time. If you dwell on that competition that's standing next to you, in front of you, or behind you, it doesn't work. So you gave the perfect answer. Be yourself. So with everything that you do, modeling, charity work, I know you don't have much time to kind of get out there and enjoy life and be yourself, your free time. So what are some of the things that you're gonna continue to do? What are your goals? Um, and if you were to win the title of Teen International World, how would you actually promote it with everything that you do?
well, I would go out in the community and I would do all because this is a job, and you have to fulfill that job. That's what you're doing. So I would go to as many events as I could, do so much charity work, and it would just be awesome.
Yeah, and I can imagine you doing that, okay? Especially with mom. I could see the two of you. But I know that you would would do things like that. And I think you would just be well, you're an asset to this title anyway. Any title that you would get, you would be an asset to because you're just absolutely amazing. And as I said, when we were putting you up on the website last night, my husband just this is what he was doing. Okay. He said, "Are you sure this is all correct?" I said, "I'm serious." I said, "This is all the things she does." And he even said this was absolutely just amazing. And I mean, I've managed a lot of young girls before, but I've never come across anybody like yourself who really does these things. So I think it's just absolutely fabulous. But how do you feel about going up to New York in a couple of weeks? Are you nervous? You're excited? What do you think you're going to encounter there?
It just feels surreal. Like I can't believe I'm competing for world's top model. Like that's absolutely insane. And I mean, I'm so excited, but I feel like I'm just a tad bit nervous, because I'm going up against this like 20-year-olds. And all of the girls are so beautiful and they're just amazing. So it's going to be tough, but you know,
You know what? It's going to be tough, but it's going to be an amazing experience for you. And you
yeah,
want to know something? Even though you're going up against some of these girls that are in their 20s, they're probably looking at you and saying, "Oh my God, look at her. We don't even know her age. She's amazing. She's beautiful." So they're looking at you and saying the same thing. So I think you're all kind of in that same realm. All right. But you're going to do very, very well. It's a challenge, but you know what? It's only going to help you. It's only going to, like you say, put you on the world stage. That's what I always say to myself. When you can get on that world stage, okay, and do something, it's just going to benefit you all the way around. So I think you're going to be great. I mean, you're going to be up there from what, the 9th to the 15th?
I believe so. Yes.
Yeah, that's going to. I'm going to be up there for Valentine's Day. Celebrating Valentine's Day in New York is always something very different. And you get a chance to New York City, let's face it. Everything happens in. You know what they say in the song? If I can make it there, I can make it anywhere. So you're going right up into New York City, and that is the best place to get experience. Take it from someone who knows. Okay. If you want to start a modeling career, if you want to be in the entertainment business, New York is the place to go. And if they accept you there, as we say, make our world your runway. The world is going to be your stage. So, but what else do you do? I mean, you're an entrepreneur. You model. I mean, what else do you actually do in the course of a day besides going to school?
Well, I'm just a regular team, so I'm popping my pimples and all sorts of things on social media, and
Yes.
I'm just a regular team, but I do other things. So like I just came from school to come to this interview, and then I go back to school right after this. So
Oh wow, yeah, yeah, I know that feeling. Yeah, and you are also class president. Am I right?
I am. Yep.
Wow, and I'm sure everybody looks up to you.
Yeah, somewhat. I hope.
Well, yeah, I mean, being class president, that's like having another job.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm sure everybody voted you in, and that's quite an accomplishment. And it's also an honor as well, too, to be a class president, because that shows that you are a leader. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I'll tell you what I see in your future. We have a woman vice president. Uh, you might be on the right track of either becoming the next woman vice president, or how about eventually you might even be president of the United States. Ah, see, there you go. You know what? Never say never, because things like that can happen. I mean, you are setting the tone for so many women. Okay. Um, at a young age, I can almost say, you see what's behind me, 100 successful women in business. You're one of them, and you're young. Okay. As far as I know, I don't know anybody that's in this organization that would be as young as you, but you've proven that at that age, you could be a successful woman. You're setting the platform, you're setting the tone. So you just keep doing what you are doing, because I think it's absolutely amazing. Okay. And
I have
I'm behind you 100%.
Thank you. I have one more thing. Also, great news. I'm so excited that the owner of the creators of Rain-X reached out to me, and they want to take my soap and they want to start it. And it's absolutely crazy. I was like so surprised when I figured that out. Like,
Wow. No, that is fantastic. I mean, you've got something right now that is, like I said, anybody your age. That's why I said when we started, if you don't have a seat, get a seat to hold on, because people are not going. I mean, but it's the truth what you do. But anybody that heard this would kind of look at me and say, "No, that's impossible." No, this is not an impossibility. You are just absolutely amazing. You're beautiful. You're smart. You've got energy. You've got a fabulous personality. You've got your mom that's behind you. Who could ask for more? I mean, it's just amazing. Ever think about being an actress or going on stage? Because you certainly have that capacity.
sometimes I do. Like everybody's told me that I should go on Disney, and I
Yes.
mean, maybe in the future. I mean, I wouldn't say no.
No, I wouldn't say no. I mean, look at Susmita. Okay, when you went to the premiere on Sunday, and she was in that movie. Nothing is impossible.
No,
Okay, so
she was
that's something down the road that you could definitely do. Okay, I mean, first of all, your looks, that's going to get you right through. Okay, because producers, directors are always looking for a pretty face, but you have something a little bit more than that. You've got the smarts. You're highly intelligent. So you're not going to let anybody fool you. And if you went into that industry, and I know your mother, she'd be right there. You'd have some great backing. You would make it. You would be a top actress. Okay. Now, I have to tell you that it's not an easy industry. It's a lot of hard work. You've got to study. You've really got to know your roles. When you get on that stage, you got to become that character. But when you get off that stage, you got to go back to being yourself. It's the same thing with me, singing all those years. When I sing a song, I have to become the character in that song. And it's a lot of hard work. Okay. I have to study. I have to know what those words are. I have to make the audience think that what I'm singing about or who I'm singing about is the truth. But once you come off the stage, you got to be yourself. And I think you have that quality. You have so many qualities that right now, if you wanted to be an actress, a beauty queen, a model, which I think you're going to become a professional model, to be honest with you, I could see you on the cover of Vogue. I think that's where you're headed.
That means a lot. Thank you so much, Angela.
Oh, absolutely. And you're going to be on the cover of Supermodels Unlimited magazine.
I know.
And also Latina. So who could ask for more? You're on that cover. You want to know something? People will see it. And then you'll be on the cover of major magazines. So my hat's off to you because you're doing it right. You're starting at a young age. You've got a bright future ahead of you. And if I can give you one piece of advice as a friend and not as a director, don't let anything get in your way. Set your goals, set your stage, and keep moving forward because you're going to be tremendous. Any last words that you want to say to the audience or anything you want to tell people?
Well, I could not have done this without you, Angela.
Oh,
like
thank you.
any of this. So, this is a great system. If anybody wants to join it, it's amazing. I don't even know how to describe it. It's so great. So I just wanted to say thank you because I'm so grateful.
Oh, please. Thank you is not necessary. It's my pleasure. And most people know what I'm about. I always tell everyone it's not about me. It's about the organization and the women that are with me. And if I don't do that, then I haven't done my job. Okay. So it's all about all of you. All right. And you know what I say? When you become famous, just drop me a line and say, "Hey, Ange, I'm in this movie. See you soon." Because that would mean the world to me. And what you just said meant the world to me. So I know you're going to do great things. Our organization is behind you 100%. There's a lot more opportunities coming up. You know that. I'm the type of person, if there's the door, I'm going to open it. We're going to go through it. So thank you so much, Landyn, for being on the show. We love you. And good luck in New York. You know I'll be watching. And I know we'll see you soon. And you just keep doing what you're doing because today you have made our world your runway. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it from Teen International World United States, Landyn. She's absolutely amazing. Keep watching because this young lady is going to do fabulous things. Join us next week when we hope to have a major celebrity as our special guest on Make Our World Your Runway. Until next time, God bless and thank you so much.